Good morning, everybody. We will be going for some nice, gentle yoga this morning. We got 1 minute to go. I'm just going to get set up here. Okay. I hope you can clearly see me here. Okay, we have just about a minute to go here. Thank you for joining me this morning for some gentle yoga. So today's class is for all levels. So if you feel that you want something a little bit more vigorous, a little bit harder, if you're somebody who's done yoga for a long time, you definitely can adjust this. I'm sure you know how because you've been doing yoga. If you're a beginner, there's a few things that you could use. Today, we're not going to do anything, as I said, very difficult. So I have blocks that I sometimes use. If you have a strap, that might work well too. So you can help with any sort of stretches, hanging on to the legs, helping you out a little bit, right? So some props with yoga works extremely well. And to get started today, we're just going to be in a nice relaxed position until we have everybody joining in. Okay, so if you're already here with me, just get into a nice comfortable position. What I find sometimes you can also sit on a towel or a block so that it gets you a little bit more gentle and more upright and it supports that lower back. Okay, so let's just place our hands onto your knees and just sort of move around a little bit. So if this is your morning yoga, then kind of tune in with your body and check in and see how everything is feeling, move things around, moving those shoulders around before we start doing anything more strenuous and vigorous, okay? So let's just hang out here. I want you to close your eyes, nobody's watching, right? And we're gonna take some deep breath in and out. And if you have not joined my classes yet, my name is Sonja the Daisy from Success Fitness. And today we're doing some gentle yoga for all levels. Nice deep breath in. So just stay with me here. I do, keep your eyes closed and just continue your deep breathing as I'm talking. I do get questions all the time in regards to eating. And people always go, well, what should I be eating just before my yoga class? And the truth is, I don't actually really suggest eating anything just before your yoga class because it can really upset your digestion. So if it's a main meal and it's not necessarily an early morning yoga class, I would suggest to wait at least 4 hours. So you would eat a meal and then wait 4 hours before you start doing your yoga. If you're hungry, like this morning when you wake up and you're kind of going, oh, but I need something little, then I would maybe suggest a banana, a yogurt, something lighter, right? Something that you can digest easily, oatmeal, and again, just a handful, okay? Again, take a deep breath in and exhale out. Give me one more of these. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Good job. Let's move those shoulders around. Excellent work. We're going to take our hands down to the floor and we're going to reach one arm straight up and across. Nice long stretch. Think about stretching those fingertips out, okay? And then take it over to the other side. Nice long stretch. Reach from the fingertips. And again, taking it back, reaching it over, right? We're just trying to warm up the body, but wake up the body. See, I'm not even awake. And again, this is a great class to de-stress. So you can do this class any time of the day. And again, take it over. We want to feel good when we do this, okay? So listen to your body. And again, stretching it across. Slow the body right down. Connect with your body. Let's do a couple more. Stretching it out. Calm your mind. Be here right now with me. Forget about everything else that's going on. Stretching it over and across. If you're here in Victoria, near me in the West Shore, did it just snow at your house? Reaching up. I would like you to stay on this side. We're gonna open it up. Let's look up towards the ceiling. And if that's too hard for you, right, just stay here. So rotating it, looking up towards the ceiling, stretching those fingers out, nice long extension. Inhale deep. Exhaling it out. And again, taking it over to the other side. If you have some nice yoga music that you like to play in the background, please do that. Stretching those fingers out, looking up towards the ceiling, just a light little noise in the background. Sometimes it's nice to just be in the quiet, okay? So if you want to really mute me, you could. I would never know. Good work. I'm going to hold it right here in the center. Fingertips are just touching the ground. Keep yourself nice and upright so we get a nice deep breath into the chest, down into your diaphragm, into the belly, okay? So keep your hands right here, ear to shoulder. I want to feel that stretch going all the way down the neck. And over to the other side, ear to shoulder. And as I said, it's gentle yoga today. So I'm going to slow the body right down today. And back to the center. We're going to pull the chin out just slightly, so it's kind of like a turtle out of its shell, and then gazing up just nice and gentle. And then looking down towards the ground. And then looking just back in front of you. Good. We're going to take your ear back down to the shoulder, and we're going to do a half little circle. So we're going to go down with your chin and over to the other side. Okay, let's do it again. Over to the other side, over and around, and to the other side. Let's do that one more time. Don't worry about if that shoulder comes up, right? Just try to relax it as much as you can. And again, open it to the other side. And back to the center. Good work. We're going to take those hands and we're going to open up from the chest. So really try to open it and try to squeeze the shoulder blades nice and snug. So when you're squeezing the shoulder blades, I want you to think right between them like you're trying to hang on to something. And then stretch those fingers out, make yourself nice and tall. Sitting nice and upright. Pull it back a little bit further if you can. Again, nice deep breath in. And exhaling it out. And releasing it. Give me that nice deep breath, just so we're going to add those arms, reaching them nice and tall. Ready? Inhale. Pressing those palms together into your heart. Exhale. And again, inhale up. Exhale, reaching it out to the side. Nice big bubble around you. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale into your heart. And again, inhale, reach tall. Make yourself nice and tall. And releasing it back down. One last time. Inhale up. And exhale to your heart. Hold it right here. We're going to rotate the torso, just gently looking over your shoulder. And again, don't force it. And back to the center. Over to the other side. And again, not forcing it. And back to the other side, releasing those hands back down. So we're a little bit warmer in the upper body and getting the blood flowing. We're going to go over on all fours. So let's turn you over. Don't rush this. Nice and slow. Hands stay right underneath your shoulders and back stays nice and flat to start. And again, we want to sort of check in with your body, right? So wiggle around, figure out where you're at, be one with your mat, right? We want to spread those fingers. So evenly pressing into your mat. And we're going to do a little wiggle off the hips. So I want you to think about your shoulder and your hip coming together. So we're going to exhale, squeeze into it. And releasing, and then over to the other side. We're going to alternate this, okay? Exhale, push to, and release. What we don't want is that rounded back, right? We're going to want to be here. I want to get that arch in there. Exhale, and inhale. Keep going. And release. And again, 5. And release. We're going to do 10 of these. 6. And release. Don't forget about your hip, okay? Hip and shoulder come together. And release. And again, exhale, 8. And release. And if it's early in the morning here for you, depending on where you're tuning in from, you might give your body a little bit of time to wake up. And so sometimes to start off with, it may feel a little stiff. Let's hold it right here. Okay, we're going to go into your cat and cow. We're going to tuck your tailbone under. Exhale. Chin tucks under. And inhale, arching through that lower back. Okay, and again, exhale, rounding through the spine. And inhale, arching it. Don't forget to breathe here. So exhale. And inhale. So if you've been doing a lot of sitting, we want to make sure, exhale, that we get a little bit more into that lower back. So this may feel good, but I want you to shift a little bit and press into your lower back, okay? And then inhale, releasing it, shifting the weight a little bit forward into the arms. All right, and again, exhale. And inhale. And again, exhale. Feels good, doesn't it? And inhale. We want this to feel good. We want this to slow the body down. Exhale. Give me a couple more. And inhale. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. Good work. We're going to circle those hips. Make them nice and big, okay? Try to make it big, rotating around. 3, awesome. 2 more. 1 more. So I've been coming to my classes all week. And the other way, this is a nice way to kind of complete your week, right? Because we did a lot of vigorous exercises. And again, 2 more. Last one. Excellent work. Let's hold it right here. We're going to do a little wrist stretch. I want you to take one hand and we're going to flip the hand and sort of press against it. Let's see where you're at there with your flexibility. We don't want to feel pain. So straighten it out a little bit. Don't put all your weight into it. So just hold it right here. Push it back slightly. Okay? So if you've been doing a lot of typing, this might be a nice stretch for you as well. Keep breathing into it. And release. Let's do the other hand. Flipping it back. All right, so get a nice little flip back, pushing into the bottom of your hand. One hand might be a little tighter and a little bit more uncomfortable versus the other. Good work. And releasing it. We're going to keep our hands underneath your shoulders. So we're going to spread those hands again. I want you to kind of plant your weight sort of in the center of your palm. We're going to tuck your toes under. We're going to push slightly into a lower back arch, okay? Let's hold it right here. Get ready for your downward dog. We're all going to have a little bit of a different technique and form of the downward dog. So straighten those legs out, pressing those heels gently towards the floor. If you can't touch the floor, don't worry about it, okay? So because we're just starting, don't get too intensely into it. Get a feel for where your body is at. Now what you add is, you want to push the tailbone, right? Like if you had a string on your tailbone, you want to pull on that string and lengthen those hips up towards the ceiling. We're going to pull those knees into your thighs and think about your knees pulling them up into the quads, all right? We're going to push your head through those arms. Let your head go. We're going to lift one heel. We'll call this the walking dog, and then the other heel. We're going to alternate. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good work. 4, 5, 6. Keep your head going through. 7, 8. 2 more. And 10. We're going to press both heels down. And all I'd like you to do is we're going to bend both knees. We're going to bend your knees and straightening them 1. Bend your knees and straightening them 2. Keep going. 3 and straighten. And again, 4 and straighten. Keep your head going through those arms. 5 and straighten. Keep going. 6, and straighten. 7, right? So this might take a little bit of work. Having that blood going into your head. If you need a break, just come down on all fours. Keep going. Let's do one more. Holding it right here. We're going to come right up on your tippy toes and pressing the heels down. 1. Up on your tippy toes. 2, and back down. And again, 3, and back down. 4, and back down. Good. 5. Come on, get those toes in there. 6, 7, we got this. 8, 2 more, hang in there. Last one. Hold it right here, let your head go. We're gonna do the no action. No, 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 no. And let's do the yes action. Good job. Let's come down to the mat, into your child's pose. Head going right down to the mat. Connect with your mat, forehead right down. Lengthen through the arms. Give your head a little break, right? Give those wrists a little break. So while you're in this position, just move those wrists around a little bit, right? Circle those wrists. If you need to take a look at what I'm doing, like take a little peek. Stretch those arms out, make yourself nice and tall and long. Good work. We're going to come back up on all fours. We're going to rock yourself onto your feet here, pressing those heels down towards the floor. Okay? We're going to straighten those legs out into a forward fold. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. Arms come out to the sides. Now I'm going to disappear on you. Pressing those palms together. Exhale into your heart. Rolling those shoulders out. Hands come to the front. Let's just relax here for a moment. And I want you to just place your feet under your hips. Relax those shoulders. Take a deep breath. Connect with your feet. So think about your big toe, little toe, heels evenly touching the floor. Good work. We're going to go into 2 sun salutations. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale into your heart. Inhale, reaching it up. Let's come into a forward fold. Let's hold it in that forward fold. We're going to step your right foot back. High lunge position, okay? So hold it, get that nice stretch into those hip flexors. And again, we're going to be gentle today, so everything is a little bit slower. We're going to take our time. We're going to place our hands straddling that foot, okay? Careful with your back. So if this is tough for you, this is where we would grab the block and be a little bit higher, okay? We're going to take that left foot and stepping it back as well. Plank position. Belly button pulls in, hands are nice and even underneath your shoulders. Dropping to the knees, into your child's pose. We're going to dig those elbows in. We're going to scoot your nose forward, like you have a little ball there, and we're going to scoot that ball forward. And as we're scooting it forward, we're going to open the chest. Rolling the shoulders down your spine. If that's too hard for you, just go into it gently and not as high, okay? Tuck your toes under, hold it, downward dog. Press those heels down, pull those knees up into your thighs. Step your right foot forward. And notice I help out a little bit with that hand, right? So we're on the other side. Lower the hip down, roll the shoulders down your spine, keep your back nice and flat. Step your left foot in, forward fold position, let yourself just angle. Rolling the spine up one vertebra at a time. And again, I might be cut off you a little bit. Exhale into your ceiling, into the praying position, and exhale back into your heart. Okay, let's do that one more time. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale into your forward fold. Let's hold it right here for a sec. We're gonna switch sides. So we're on the other leg now. Okay, so we step back with your right the first time. So now we're gonna step back with your left. High lunge position. Again, we wanna place our knee and ankle underneath each other. And then lower down so that we feel that nice stretch in those hip flexors. Keep your back nice and flat, straddling your foot with your fingertips. You can put your fingers right down if you can reach, okay? This just helps my back to stay a little flatter. If you need some blocks, a chair, right? Stepping that right foot behind, plank position. Dropping to the knees, point your toes back, child's pose. Digging those elbows in. And again, we're gonna roll that ball forward. So if this is too hard for you, you can also just gently push yourself into it, into that up dog, okay? Rolling the shoulders down your spine. Wiggle it around a little bit, get a feel for that lower back, loosen everything up. Tuck your toes under, downward dog. We're gonna hold it right here, let your head go. Press those heels down. I'm going to drop back down to the knees. And we're going to come all the way down onto your belly. Okay? Point your toes back. We're going to keep our hands just underneath those shoulders. Shoulder blades roll down your spine. We're going to do a small little mini cobra. So just coming up until we contract through that lower back. So just squeeze into it, hold it. Get a feel for that lower back, releasing it back down. Let's take it a tiny bit higher if you can, okay? Let's come up a little bit higher. Don't force it. Listen to your body. And releasing it back down. We're going to stay right here. We're going to interlace those hands behind our lower back. Just placing them right on top of the hips or your glutes there or your lower back. If you can't reach it, just keep your hands down beside you, okay? So interlacing if you can. I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades, so open up the chest a little bit. And we're gonna lift those shoulders a little bit higher. Holding it right here, so lifting your head, lifting your shoulders. And then try to look, just gently looking in front of you, not yanking on your head. Lift those hands a little bit higher. And try to see how high you can lift those arms. Keep holding it. Right, so if you can't open this up enough, and especially when we're doing a lot of sitting, typing, a lot of desk work, you need to open up those shoulders a little bit more. Keep holding it for 4, 3, 2, and releasing it back down. Hands go back down by your shoulders, and we're going to press ourselves back up on all fours. Nice and gentle. How are we doing? You're still with me, right? You're working nice and gentle through this. Move your hips around. We're going to step your right or left leg forward. It's completely up to you so that we're in a low lunge position. We're going to be straddling that front leg, and I want you to stretch those hip flexors. So trying to move down into it, exhaling into it, and now I want you to shift your weight into a hamstring stretch. So that front leg is going to straighten right out, flex your foot in. So some of us can stay right here. If you can come all the way down, sitting on that heel, flex your foot, lean gently forward into it, right? So see what you can do. Don't force this. Again, I will say this a lot, right? Don't force this. If you feel any pain, any discomfort, please stop, right? You can always contact me and I can help you out a little bit. I am a certified personal trainer. We can do this over Skype. We can do this on all kinds of platforms. So if you're unsure where you should go with your fitness, definitely your health, fitness. And of course, I'm a registered holistic nutritionist as well. So definitely let me know what you need. And then coming all the way back up. And we're going to go back into that low lunge hip flexor stretch. If you came to this session a little bit late today, we talked about food right in the very beginning, and people always ask me, what should I eat just before yoga? Or I don't feel great just before yoga because I just had dinner or breakfast. I don't suggest eating at least 4 hours prior to a yoga class. Let's go one more time back. Flexing that foot in, leaning forward into it. But if you do eat something, then 45 minutes prior, maybe a banana, maybe some chia seeds, maybe an avocado, maybe a yogurt, right? So think about something lighter, something that the body can digest quickly, and also maybe just a handful, right? So don't go big. And coming back forward. Let's do the other side. Opposite leg, hip flexor, straddling that foot. And again, it's a nice gentle yoga flow today. I want to basically teach everything I can for everybody and then taking it back. So if you are somebody who likes a little bit faster, a little bit harder of a workout, right? Then go back to one of the other classes. Again, during the week, next week we'll have our schedule up as well. On Sunday I will put it up, and again, you can sort of pick and choose what works for you. One more time, hip flexor, leaning forward into it again. Make sure your ankle is aligned with your knee. And last one, coming back, flexing that foot, leaning back into it. If you can't come that low, that's totally fine. We want to flex that foot, right? So we want to get that stretch going all the way up to your hamstring. Let's come all the way back up on all fours. We're going to keep your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under. Ready? Arch your back, downward dog. Up we go. Head going right through those arms. Let your head shake out a little bit here, okay? Keep holding it. We're going to walk our hands in towards your feet again. We're in that forward fold position. Nice and slowly rolling it up. Arms come out to the sides, pressing those palms together. Exhale into your heart. Again, inhale, reaching it up. Coming back down into that forward fold. We're going to come into a high lunge, so we're going to step. Let's start with your right foot, left foot. Doesn't really matter, but I'll start with my left leg. So we're going to come forward into a high lunge position. We're going to get our hands to go on top of your knees and shoulders down and back. Press into that hip, coming a little bit more upright with the upper body. Hold it right here. Once you're ready and you're nicely placed firm, your knee shouldn't be dropping in. We want to push it out. Hold it, shoulders down and back. Let's reach both arms up. Hold it right here for 5 deep breaths. One more. Let's straighten that leg out, turn to the front, holding it right here. We're going to come down into a forward fold. Okay. The wider your legs, the more likely is that you're going to be touching the floor. Hold it right here. If that's too hard for you, you can come a little bit closer together with your feet. Try not to lock your knees here, okay? So maybe soften them up a little bit. Now, if you can, let's try this. You're going to take those hands onto your lower back and interlace. Let your head go, like you're doing the forward fold. And now squeeze those shoulder blades together, just like when we're lying on the floor. Lift those hands away. And now let's see how far you can go as you're pushing those arms towards your head. Let your head go. Let's just hold it. If this is difficult for you, just keep your hands right behind your knees, keep them on your ankles, right? You can also push those shoulders back from here. Keep holding it for 4, 3, 2, let those hands come down towards the floor. Soften those knees, hands go on top of the knees, and then rolling the spine back up. How's that? Give yourself a nice deep breath, reaching it tall. Exhale out. Good work, rolling those shoulders out. We're going to turn ourselves over to the other side. So this time my right foot is forward, and I'm going to come back down into that lunge position. Okay? So again, helping out a little bit, readjusting it. When you're ready, hands go on top of the knee, opening up your chest. Pushing into that hip flexor, shoulders down and back. Don't let that knee pop in once you're in a good position. So to make it a little bit easier, come in a little bit closer. Okay, when we're ready, open it, relax the shoulders. Your front leg should be working very hard. Give me one more. Good job. We're going to take both hands down to the floor. Taking that front leg back into a downward dog. Again, pressing those heels down towards the floor, spreading those hands. Let your head go here, right? So just hold it right here. Lowering your knees back down. Holding it with your toes back. Pulling our belly button slightly in. So that we're in a nice neutral position. So what we don't want is rounding the spine, right? We want to just hold it right here. Try to find your balance. And we're going to take your right arm and left leg back. So all and back. We're going to stretch them out. Your leg goes back. We're going to stretch the arm out, trying to stay right above sort of your shoulder. So you're trying to lift it just gently out. Just be careful here. Opposite leg. Let's hold it. Point your toes. It's like you're trying to touch the wall with your fingers and then touching the wall with your toe. So it's the lengthening we're after, not the lift, okay? One more. Releasing it back down to the floor. Hold it right here. And again, find your balance on the side and we're gonna switch. So opposite arm, hold it, lengthen it, opposite leg. Again, we wanna lengthen the body. Don't think about how high you go. Your head stays in that nice neutral position. And releasing it back down. Good job. Give me a couple of cat and cows here. Tucking the tailbone under, exhale. And inhale. Moving through the spine. Two more. And release. Excellent work. One more time. What a great way to start your day, isn't it? And release. Good. We're going to lay over onto your back. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little hamstring stretch. So we're going to come all the way down. Careful when you come down. What I'd like you to do is you're going to take one leg straight up to the ceiling. If you need help with this one, this is where the strap comes in. Okay? So the strap can help you to push it right underneath your heel. Another thing that you could do is instead of a strap, you can use a towel, you can use a belt, you can use a tie. Okay? So holding it right here, relaxing. So if you do not have one of these straps, then you do it without it. And I'll do it without it so that everybody can sort of do it with or without. We're going to flex that foot as much as we can. I want you to feel that nice stretch into the hamstrings, relaxing those shoulders to start off with. And then when you're ready, we're going to take both of those hands and we're just going to hold on to the back of that knee. We're going to take that opposite leg and we're going to straighten it right out. So this all depends on your lower back strength, right? If you're not as flexible, just hold it right here. A wall can work too. We're going to point your toe up and we're going to turn your ankle around. Loosen up through the ankle. 3, 4, let's go the other way. 3, 2, 1, point your toe. Let's come up a little bit higher and let's try to pull it in a little closer. All right, so only try to go as far as you can. Pointing your toe a little easier. Now try to flex. Ooh, you're gonna feel that stretch going right into that hamstring. Into the calf. Hold it right here. Good job. We're gonna slide that straight leg back in. We're gonna place this foot on top of that knee, and we're gonna open up that hip. Let's hold it. Nice and gentle again, going right into that hip. Excellent work. We're gonna add a little bit of a stretch to this. We're gonna take our hands through the arms, holding on. With your elbow, we're gonna press gently into that knee. Try to pull it in as close as you can. Hold it right here. Again, if you have a wall right there, you can put this foot against the wall. If you wanna make this a little bit more intense, straighten the leg right out and pull it in a little closer. And again, with that elbow, push against that knee to open that hip right up. This is where I definitely have a lot of tightness. Okay, so if we're doing a lot of sitting, in my case, I do a lot of moving. And so again, too much of a good thing sometimes can also be, it can backfire. So we need to understand rest when our body needs it, right? So this slow type of movement we're doing this morning, so great and wonderful for your body. And releasing it down. Good. We're going to switch to the other side. Opposite leg up. Let's start right here. We're going to plant our hips down. Make sure your back's down. Relax those shoulders down. Flex that foot. Right? Get a nice stretch to those hip. Don't know my muscles today. Get a nice stretch into those calves. Point it up. Let's turn that foot around, loosening the ankle. 3, 2, and 1, and the other way, 3, 2, lots of popping going on, and 1, point your toe, let's reach behind the knee, let's pull it just gently in towards you, opposite leg, let's straighten it out, hold it right here, flex that foot, get a little deeper stretch into those hamstrings, try to pull it in a little closer if you can, relax those shoulders down. Right, what we don't want is having it all stressed out from the upper body. Hold it. Keep holding it. I hope you're enjoying today's class. Nice and slow and gentle. Good, pointing it back up. We're going to take that leg in, resting this foot on top of that knee, pressing into it. Let's hold it. If this is deep enough of a stretch for you, hold it here. Don't take it any further. Again, we don't want to force anything. All right? So let's hold it. And when we're ready, we're going to reach through. Hold it right here. Again, if this is difficult for you, a chair could help you as well. Then with your elbow pressing against that knee to open it up a little bit further. Pull it a little bit closer if you're ready. Leg comes up, making it a little bit more intense. Let's hold it right here. Good job. Relax the shoulders. Releasing it back down. We're going to take both feet back down to the ground. We're going to drop both knees over to one side. Hold it right here as we're placing the shoulders down to the floor. And we're going to get them a little bit higher, those arms. And we're going to look the opposite direction. So if your knees are going over to the left, I want you to look over to your right. Give me 2 more deep breaths in. One more time. And take it over to the other side. Dropping those knees down. Let's take your head over to the other side. Again, listen to your body. And again, take that deep breath in. Be in the moment. We want that breath to go deep into the belly. One more time. and back to the center. We're going to pull both knees into your chest. Let's hold it here and give yourself a nice little rock side to side, like you're massaging that lower back. This feels nice. Good work. Keep rocking into it. Nothing should matter right now. Just plant it on your mat. It's just you and your mat. Right now, right here. Placing those feet back down. Let's hold it right here. Let's talk a little bit about alignment of your belly. I'm going to pull that belly in, and we're going to rotate those hips slightly in as well. Get a feel for the whole spine, okay? Shoulders down and back. Really trying to touch everything to the floor. Connecting to your body. When we're ready, we're going to take both hands out to the sides. Relax those shoulders. If this is a comfortable position for you, you can stay right here. If your back is nice and healthy, you can take your legs and extending them. But for some people, this is not a healthy position because of lower back discomfort. Take your leg a little bit wider. And what I want you to do here is just come into a nice relaxed position. Take that deep breath in and exhaling it out. Now with everything that's going on these days, notice where your breath is going. Is it stopping at your chest? Or can you get it further into your diaphragm, down into the belly, okay? So try to get it into the belly, expanding the belly. And then exhaling it back out. As we're taking that deep breath in, we want to fill each and every cell with oxygen. Rotating that air around the body. So as we're inhaling, get all that air down to the feet. And exhaling it through the back of the body, all the way up the spine and back out. Five minutes a day, just doing this, I can tell you what your body will be so grateful. From here, we're going to take those feet back in. We're going to take it nice and slowly to your side and coming into a seated position. Okay, don't rush this. Nice and slow. Once we're in that seated position, let's take the bottoms of your feet together. We're in your butterfly. So we're going to press those feet together. So for some of us, this is hard. The knees are way up here, okay? So we might have to go here and hold it. And that's okay, right? So listen to your body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull mine in as close as I can. This is not my strength either. I have a really hard time trying to get those knees down and my back straight, but that's kind of where we want to go from here. So let's straighten that spine out. And if you can go further, we're going to create a little basket around those toes. Drop those knees, shoulders down and back. Pushing into the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet. Good work. You did amazing today. You're going to have a wonderful day ahead of you. Let's cross those legs. And if this is the end of your day, because you're somewhere else in this world, and that's okay too, because it's also a nice closing of a practice for the end of the day. Let's hold it right here, rolling those shoulders down and back. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale into your heart. Be thankful that your body's capable of doing this. Inhale, reaching it up. Protect yourself. Build a nice big bubble around you. And again, inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, take all that love into your heart. And releasing those hands back down to your knees. Thank you for coming today. My name is Sonja from Success Fitness. And I really appreciate it, you taking your time out for me to join me this morning. Tomorrow morning, we have something very vigorous. We're going to be doing cardio kickboxing. So be ready, be prepared if you're here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. live. If you would like to do tomorrow morning at another time, as you know, you need to subscribe to this channel. And anytime that I do classes, you will be notified. You can also turn that on. And it will also let you know when I am live. So you don't necessarily have to go on Facebook every time. All right. And until then, have a fantastic day or good night, gute Nacht. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming out today. And remember to slow down.